Hello, it's Anne. I'm back with more shop reviews. I just wanted to tell you that I'm getting too many requests now to do full shop reviews for everyone. So I've decided to turn to 10-minute shop reviews, okay, for the more important things that strike me. And if you look at the older shop reviews, which are more in detail, I'm sure you can learn a lot for your own shop, okay? And also, I'm centralizing the requests in my private Facebook group. So because it's too complicated to have them out there on YouTube, people post in many different places, and I can't get to them all and keep them in order. So if you want to apply for a shop review, then please sign up to my private Facebook group, and the link will be in the description, of this video. And so let's start on this one. So 10 minutes. So this is a French shop called AssuntaMarseille, and it sells clutches and handbags. Okay, so at the moment it has only clutches. And the first thing that strikes me is that there are very, very few items here. And you've got to understand that there is a lot of competition on Etsy. And for an individual shop to gain traction on Etsy, it needs to have a lot more items. So basically, there are two kinds of shops on Etsy. There are the shops that rely on organic Etsy traffic or even paid Etsy traffic. And so they want to be found in search results on Etsy. And for that, you need a lot of things, but mainly you need a lot of items, okay? And of course, you need their SEO to be on point. Then, if you if you market your shop outside of Etsy, you do some social media marketing, or you drive traffic somehow to your Etsy shop through your mailing list or many other channels, then you can use it just as a cash register. And if you don't have to rely on Etsy searches, then it's not as important to have a fully optimized shop. But here I'm guessing that it's more a shop which would like to become established on Etsy for Etsy customers. And so it needs a lot more items, okay? And another thing which is really important when you're on Etsy is to have a good shop rating, in that it's important for Etsy to know that your shop is active. If Etsy wants to offer things that are current, and so if your shop is inactive, if you just post a few items there and leave them be, they will not sell because the shop is inactive, and Etsy will not show the items to the customers. So it's important to have activity, daily activity in your shop. It can be listing new items, but it can also be, I don't know, interacting in the forums, or it can be interacting with your listings. So updating them, checking that the SEO is on par, making the descriptions or the pictures better, or it can be publishing shop updates. This is a good one. But it needs to be active, okay? It's really not enough to just list things and leave them be and hope you will get sales, because it's not that's not how it works. And whether you want that to be a part-time job or a full-time job, or well, you will have to put energy in it. You will get sales proportionally to the energy that you put in your shop. So just be aware of that. Okay, so the second thing that strikes me here is that the pictures do not do justice to the items. The fabrics are absolutely gorgeous, and the clutches are lovely, but the colors are really dull. The pictures are dark, and so I'm not sure if you see these clutches in a sea of clutches, in search results, that you will want to click on them just because of that. So you see this one is a little bit better. The background is a little whiter, but these are really dark. And it's not even very clear what the colors are. For example, on this one, the colors of the fabric are dark. And if I'm not sure which color exactly is an item, I'm not going to buy it, okay? So let's click on this one and look at the listing. Sorry. So first thing here, the title. The title is really very short. So I know Etsy is saying they want short title, but they don't actually mean short in terms of the number of words, and it's a little bit confusing. What they mean is that they don't want titles that are just a jumble of keywords that mean nothing. They want a title which is a sentence which means something, that can be read by a customer, and that contains descriptive keywords for what this clutch is. And here I see only 4 words, so that's way too little to be to hope to be found in searches. Okay, and it's also not very descriptive. For example, this is a yellow clutch with white and red flowers, and I don't see the words yellow, red, or white, or floral, or flowers anywhere in the title. Okay, and it has a strap. I don't see the word strap here in the title. And it has the word here sustainable, which is good if you because this is something that can appeal to your target market, but it's not very clear what sustainable means in terms of clutch. What is sustainable about it? Okay, and so if you go and look at the description here, you will see that it's actually made from upcycled fabric. Okay, from vintage fabric. But I think the word upcycled would be a much better word to use here instead of sustainable, because it would mean something immediately to people, whereas sustainable is a little bit open. You know, there are so many meanings to sustainable that it's not very clear for customers. And you need to make things simple for your customers. The simpler, the better. So now, if I look at the tags, they're a little bit better, although I still don't see the colors. And I know there are attributes that with the colors that you can use, but sometimes there are bugs, and attributes don't work properly. And so if something is important and color for a clutch is important, then I would put it in the tags and in the title, or at least in one of them. Okay, and I don't see it here. So also there are some tags here that I'm not sure would really appeal to the customers, or more exactly, I'm not sure that they would be used by the customers. For example, French designer, is that a keyword which is actually used by people looking for this kind of clutch? And that brings me to the next point, which is that the keywords shouldn't be chosen by chance. They need to be really accurately researched, and there are tools for that. For example, earrank and marmalade. I've got a video on earrank somewhere, not yet on marmalade, but I will make one. And it's really important that you choose your tags based on whether they will bring whether first they are being actually used by actual shoppers, and whether they will bring an engagement or not. Because if you have very popular tags but that people just browse and they never click on the item, then it's not going to help you. And if Etsy shows your items a certain number of times and nobody clicks on it, then your shop's rating will will become lower, and they will stop showing your items. So it's really important that you choose really your keywords really accurately and not by chance. And when I mean research, I don't mean just look at the competitor's shop, your competitor's shop, and see what they've used, because there's no guarantee that they have researched it. And the fact that they are selling does not necessarily mean that they're using good keywords, because you never know. They might be driving traffic to their shop from the outside. They might not be relying at all on Etsy traffic. Okay, so this is really something important. The next thing is the description here, and it's very factual. It's very, I was going to say bland. It doesn't really evoke a feeling, and customers don't buy because of fact. They buy because of feelings, because they fall in love with your items, or it feels a need, it solves a problem for them. And here there's not a lot about that. It's mostly very factual, very small, very short, I mean, too. Here you have a little sentence about, adding a floral touch, and this is going toward in the right direction, but it's not enough. It should be first at the top here of the description. And also one thing which is missing in this kind of clutch, if I look here at the pictures, I see pictures from with the bag open and the inside. But what people really need to know is the scale of the bag, and there's nothing in these pics which indicates scale. And so, for example, will my cell phone fit in there? I don't know. So I would have a picture with a few items in it, you know, just to show, and maybe in the description mention the main brands of cell phones which will actually fit in the clutch, because this is something really which is crucial for customers right now. They want to know if their phone will fit in the clutch, okay? Because it's the main thing that you want to carry around with you, this and the makeup probably, okay? So, we're already at 10 minutes. This goes fast. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to know when I post more. And don't forget either to apply for to join the private Facebook group. And if you want a review, just request it. Okay. Well, see you later. Bye bye.